My name is Clement Wulf-Soulage, former university lecturer in business economics, management, and marketing communications. I'm also the author of 3 books, namely Management Intelligence, Market Economy, and Conscience of a Progressive, published in 2010, 2011, and 2016, respectively. Now, it's been a long journey to finally acquire the status of 3-time published author. Norman Mailer once said, "Writing books is the closest men ever get or come to childbearing." I can really attest to that. So my very first book was Management English Intelligence, which I use as the official text at the Institute of International Education and Communication in Germany. Management English Intelligence really is an introductory management English course book for students and business people who basically need technical English to be able to operate effectively in an international business environment. A lot of research has gone into this book to ensure that it meets the standard of a modern management English textbook. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, the subject of management and business English is so vast that one book alone cannot be sufficient to impart more than an outline of the subject. This educational resource should be regarded as a supplementary key, all right, basically, which explains succinctly the important vocabulary and expressions in English, in management English specifically, all right? The treatment of this subject is brief, simple, factual, and practical. The latest ideas and techniques have also been incorporated to ensure that the book is comprehensive. Now, essentially, ladies and gentlemen, the chapters in this book, Management English Intelligence, are aimed at exposing not only the students of economics, management, and business studies, but also business professionals to the most significant and widely used terms, expressions, and vocabulary on the subject. Now, some chapters contain a business briefing and a starter exercise which present background views and concepts with key vocabulary and questions presented in context, really. Importantly, the methods by which the subject should be taught are also explained in the preface in that particular book. I am quite sure you will find Management English Intelligence interesting, rewarding, and of course, helpful. My second publication, Market Economy, is a business textbook that deals with the intrigues of the global market economy. Now, it's an attempt to, simplify the complex terminology in the world of business and provide students and business professionals a linkage to the changing facets of modern business procedures. You see, Market Economy is a comprehensive business English course book. And the facts have been brought up to date and the text refined to cover developments in economic policy and changes in institutions over the last few years. In essence, really, Market Economy encourages students to, 1, apply knowledge and understanding of the dynamics of economic activity from a range of perspectives, and secondly, develop the ability to make effective use of terminology, concepts, and methods. Now, not surprisingly, the book features the St. Lucian winner of the 1979 Nobel Prize in Economics, Sir Arthur Lewis. Now, in this publication, I prominently recognize Sir Arthur Lewis as the virtual founder of development economics and attribute his work to the global realization that knowledge and human capital are the main determinants of economic performance and hence the key to economic development. Globalization, ladies and gentlemen, recognizes no borders in doing business. as a vehicle of globalization in driving information technology, in driving trade, capital markets, foreign direct investment, and migration, globalization continues to redefine itself and, of course, create its own horizons. So, citing opportunities in key global markets, this book provides the context for the intersection of business, social investing, capital markets, and importantly, the role of governments. Conscience of a Progressive. Thoughts on visionary leadership, progressive action, and sustainable change. Now, the theme in Conscience of a Progressive is one of refreshing, transformative hope, presented in 7 compact and multifaceted chapters on economic and business affairs, leadership, something quite close to my heart, democracy and governance, education and culture, sovereignty, social affairs, foreign policy, international affairs, and a host of other issues. Now, Conscience of a Progressive was published in June 2016, at a time when literature on progressive thinking around the world was booming. All right? Now, the book sets to recognize and reconfigure the development mindset and social paradigms of the island nation St. Lucia for its own success by specifically spelling out the progressive position on leadership, democracy, taxes and spending, education and foreign policy, while at the same time providing insights into the path of economic recovery and development and specific pathways to social progress and change. Not forgetting, of course, good economic governance practices. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this book discusses the inevitable need for societies and economies to make the most efficient use of all their resources, human, structural, infrastructural, mineral, etc., in order to achieve the greatest levels of equity, the greatest levels of sustainability and progress in an age of, cutthroat competition, automation, economic liberalization, and globalization. Now, in the chapter on economic and business affairs, I address issues ranging from middle-class economics and small, medium enterprises to diaspora capital and CARICOM. On social and political matters, I contend strongly that society is now clamoring for social and economic remodeling and political renewal. For such sweeping reforms, as articulated in the book, I suggest the need for both tactical and visionary leadership to address the unacceptable levels of poverty and illiteracy, increase national income, build the economic infrastructure, attract foreign investment, educate the masses, upgrade our health system, and even strengthen our local and national institutions. So here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 3 books worth having, expounded from careful research, resource handling, and subject competence. They are available on Amazon.com and Amazon.de, or can be purchased in St. Lucia or directly from the author. Get your copy today. I thank you for your attention.